Risk Global Domination just changed forever. Balanced Blitz has been completely rebuilt in patch 3.20. Today, I'll explain what Balanced Blitz is, why the old system was flawed, what's new, and how you can use this update to win some more games. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what is Balanced Blitz. For newer players, Balanced Blitz is a dice mode that adjusts the true probabilities of dice outcomes to prevent extreme statistical outliers. Attacking with more troops than defending troops is highly likely to succeed with minimal losses. This reduces the impact of luck and increases the role of strategic troop deployment. Unlike true random mode, which aims to perfectly mimic real dice, Balanced Blitz aims for more predictable and balanced experience. Overall, this reduces luck, reduces risk, increases skill, and helps prevent stalemates by encouraging aggression. Sounds great, right? Wrong. There were some problems with the old Balanced Blitz system, but instead of having me explain, let's have the Kill Pete strategy explain it instead. Take it away, Pete.
When we are attacking large stacks into ones, you can lose 1, 2, 3, 4 troops. And this is an idiosyncrasy of the way that Balanced Blitz works.
That's exactly right, Pete. You guys can see all the way back in 2022, we were asking SMG to make these types of changes. To really emphasize this, I'm highlighting a blog post from SMG that shows these key issues. Feel free to pause if you want to read through this blog post, but I'm also going to link it in the description below. Here, when it talks about the problems I addressed earlier, just scrolling down here a little bit, Balanced Blitz prevented extreme statistical outliers. In a 10v1 battle here, the most that you can ever lose is about 2 troops. But if you did true random, you can lose up to 10 troops when attacking. Although you probably should get a lottery ticket if that were to actually be the case. However, larger battles under the old model of Balanced Blitz, it was actually starting to mimic true random. So you can actually start losing 3, 5, 7, 10 troops. Basically the same as true random. And to get around this, people started changing their slider to attack with a minimal number of troops to maintain that Balanced Blitz advantage. Balanced Blitz was supposed to save time and be fair, but instead forced you to babysit the slider to get around a game limitation. Patch 3.20 fixes this. The devs rebuilt Balanced Blitz so outcomes are now more consistent. There are more accurate calculations that address the attacker side bias of troop losses in bigger battles. There's more consistent results in battles, so you get less variability in the troops won or lost. You'll get to see the win chance up to 1,000 troops when attacking. This new Balanced Blitz mode can work up to 50,000 troops. So let's look at a graph right here that SMG used to explain this. With true random, you can see it kind of follows a bell curve, but sometimes you get some pretty crazy results in the outliers. With Balanced Blitz, the old method, you can see in the red right here, it would more often than not favor the attacker. You would sometimes get weird results like at the end. But with a new Balanced Blitz, you're no longer going to be having these major outliers. It's a really flat bell curve. And what this means is that you're not going to be losing a lot of troops, but you're not going to be winning a lot of troops like with attacking. But when we move to larger battles, 1,000 v 1,000, now you can see the old system really promoted attacking, but it was a very weird, lopsided result that led to strange conclusions in battles. The new Balanced Blitz model, by having a more consistent result, means that when you attack with 100 troops, you're only going to be losing at most 2 troops when attacking. Dice results are now very consistent. Capitals had even more extreme results. During very large battles, you can see with the red line here, this was not a good curve at all. Like sometimes you would get more attackers remaining. Sometimes you would get really big losses that didn't make sense. But with the new Balanced Blitz system, the results are now more consistent and are closer to true random, but still have a bit more of the attacker's advantage. To really highlight this, take a look at this game I did on one of my streams on my Twitch channel. I'm attacking 3,700 troops into 2,200. And you can see, as I'm starting to blitz, the results are pretty consistent time after time. Let's speed through these blitz for a second. You can see, even when I'm moving up to the larger rolls here at the end, the results are consistent. These new Balanced Blitz criteria is so much better. So how should you adapt? Blitz when you got the numbers. Don't worry about slidering going forward. Whether you're attacking with 10, 100, or 1,000 troops, the odds will be consistent. Also, the old Balanced Blitz system punished you when you attacked with low odds. As the system assumed you would lose, you would likely lose more troops. Now the odds will be more consistent, and even 0% rolls should have you win or lose the average number of expected troops in a battle. Finally, niche uses for the slider, like attacking with 2 troops at once to control how many troops you have to pull back, is still available. This update means that Risk is less about micromanaging mechanics and more about skill, your positioning, your card timing, and your diplomacy. Have you noticed a difference since the patch? Comment below and check out this video right here of my old tips and tricks video on the Balanced Blitz slider. This is OliveXC, and I'll see you on the battlefield.